Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast, Rich in Love. I'm Jake Maddock, and I'm joined by my lovely wife today, Mrs. Maddock. I'm a relationship coach, guys, who successfully helped thousands of people achieve a 10 out of 10 and find their ideal partner. Today, we're going to be talking about my favorite subject, attachment styles, and how to behave in relationships. I encourage all you guys, put a comment in below. Tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think about attachment styles? Contribute to the discussion. I want to hear about it. And guys, if you need personal one-on-one help, book in a free call with me, maddockcoaching.com. You know, it's interesting. 10 years ago, no one said anything about attachment styles.
Oh my God, 10 years ago, a lot of people said nothing about a lot of things.
What I see attachment styles as is an excuse for poor behavior, basically. Okay. Yeah, so people say all the time, I'm avoiding attachment style. That's why I can't have hard conversations.
No.
There's certain things you need to do to have a relationship and make sure it's decent. If you can't do those things, you don't have a relationship. It's like saying,
have some bloody courage.
Yeah, it's saying, look, I want to cook pancakes, but I'm not going to use a pan. Well, don't have pancakes then. Like, that's a prerequisite. What are you talking about?
Why do you think people use the excuses?
They want a reason why they can't do certain things they don't want to do, basically. So there's certain things in relationships.
So if I don't want to go to work, I don't have to go to work and I'll get paid anyways?
Well, a lot of people in the government assistance say yes.
Don't start me. That's a bad thing to start me on.
Man.
I could go 10,000 billion days about that.
Well, we'll just cover it quickly. So just to be clear, just to reiterate, you don't like paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in tax to people so they don't have to work?
No. So I have to work my ass off creating a company, then pay 50% of that plus to the government who's supporting people that don't want to do anything with their lives.
Maybe we need more taxes. No.
You know what? Maybe I should just go on it too.
I don't think you could if you tried.
Oh, God, no.
My advice with attachment styles, guys, drop the shitty excuses.
Stop using excuses in general. Take accountability for your actions.
Stop describing yourself as an attachment style. Oh.
Also, stop putting that label on yourself. That's restricting you.
You know, another thing I hear all the time, I obviously talk to a lot of women doing this, and my ex is avoidant. He didn't want to have hard conversations. Let's reword that a little bit to, you're an absolute fucking bitch and he doesn't want to talk to you. Is he avoidant?
Every story has two sides.
Maybe you're just terrible. Maybe. But why can't he just have a hard conversation? Who wants to talk to you while you're yelling and being criticizing?
Yeah. You come at him aggressive.
Oh, I can't believe he just walks away in an argument.
If you come at me aggressive, I'm not going to want to talk to you either. I'm going to go, whatever. I'm going to laugh at you and walk away.
Yeah. It doesn't mean you're avoidant. It's just,
it means I'm not dealing with you and your bad attitude.
Yep.
And you being aggressive.
Sometimes people come at me aggressively and I just go, okay. They go, what sort of response today? We're like, learn how to talk properly.
How about you be a nice human?
Yeah. Why would I talk to you if you're not nice? Does that mean you're avoidant? It probably means you're mature, okay, of anything.
It means you're picking and choosing your arguments. One of our fundamental rules is you don't argue.
No argument.
Someone comes at you aggressive and in an arguing attitude, you go, nah, sorry. See you later.
Yeah. Simple.
What have you done for them to come at you and prevent talking to you?
I'd like to take full responsibility for everything that's happening in the family. Yeah. So, for example, if a child lies to you, why do they feel like they need to? Mm-hmm. Just take full responsibility. It's just way easier. As Jocko Willink said, discipline equals freedom.
Be accountable for your actions.
Yeah.
And what's happening around you.
Yep.
Even if it's not your fault, just go, well, how can I improve?
100%. And if you're a guy watching this and a girl thinks you're an avoidant because you don't want to put up with her toxic attitude, you're not. You're doing a good job. Ghost the shit out of her and find someone nice. A lot of women think ghosting is immature too. It's like, well, why can't he just tell me he doesn't like me? I go, well, he did. By
ghosting you.
With his actions.
There's multiple ways of communication, guys. There's verbal and there's physical.
Yeah.
Right? Someone ghosting you is their way of saying, bye, I don't like you.
I can't believe how many people are so bad at communicating. I can't believe it.
Communication has so many forms. Body language, physical, verbal.
And a lot of girls think, well, why should I have to butter him up the whole time and be super nice the whole time? Like, well...
That's not what it is either.
No one wants to talk to you if you're terrible.
You're constantly mean, no one wants to talk to you.
No. You don't have to walk on eggshells either, but you have to learn how to be a good communicator. I'm a pretty strong believer a woman can basically get anything she wants in a relationship.
I think people feel like that all their conversations need to be serious.
Yeah, relax a little bit. Yeah.
Chuck some fun shit in there.
You can get killed by a bus tomorrow.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, relax a little bit. Have a bit of fun.
Okay.
Chill out. So no more excuses, guys. No more of this attachment style rubbish. It's so stupid. Okay.
Even if you think you have an attachment style, just take accountability for your actions and rise above it.
But surely if someone feels an occasional feeling of anxiousness, then they have some sort of disorder?
No.
No? You're saying it's a normal human emotion?
Yes.
Interesting. So if someone feels something, they are normal.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, guys, there's 76 main emotions. If you never feel anxious, then you probably have a disorder, okay? You should feel anxious sometimes, unless maybe you're not living properly.
If you feel depressed sometimes, that's okay. All right? If you feel anxious sometimes, that's okay. Even if you get mad about something, put a rule on it.
Yep.
Just go, I'm only going to be mad for the next half an hour, and then I'm going to change my emotion. Humans have a fantastic tool. We can choose how we want to feel.
A lot of people have trouble with that. It takes a bit of discipline.
It takes a lot of discipline,
Yeah.
but every human can do it.
I never feel sad in an ice bath. I like to pretend I'm an ice cube in a big glass of Coke.
If you're really having trouble, jump in some ice water. You won't be thinking about much after that.
It's funny, a lot of people really discredit environment and situations. You take the strongest, most awesome person, you put them in a really toxic environment with terrible people under severe circumstances, 99% of people crumble hard and fast.
You are what is around you. You are your environment. So if you are feeling anxious and you're feeling all this stuff, maybe have a reflection on your environment and who's surrounding you. You are your environment. What is your environment?
Human beings are really good at surviving. We want to find the best way to survive. A lot of people complain to me, oh, this person's bad, my ex is a psychopath, like 1,000 times a day.
Well, stop talking to them.
There's not that many psychopaths in the world. It's interesting how kids' childhoods play, if you think about it. How would you make a very avoidant adult? Millennial dads spend 5 times more time with their kids.
Is that you?
Yeah, than Gen X's and baby boomers. 5 times more. How crazy is that? If you're a woman watching this and you're with a guy and he seems overly avoidant, like he doesn't handle any criticisms very well, he's basically a normal guy. Guys don't really like being criticized. Another rule, which isn't really mine, never make your partner wrong. Okay? It's just not really very effective. So if you want to have a hard conversation with a guy who's sensitive, which is pretty normal, right? Go at it with a curiosity type tone. Yeah, say for example, you don't like the way he raises the kids. Okay? Instead of being very criticizing, because that's going to go really bad really fast, go and go, how do you think little Johnny's going at the moment? What do you think we could do to make sure, like, his future, like, where do you want to see him when he's 10? Like, what do you think we should do differently? And tackle it with, like, more curiosity, so he's more goal-focused.
Questions.
Yeah, it's way more effective, and that's a hard conversation.
Using questions and getting you there via questions, it takes a longer time period, but it's way more effective.
It's basically the only way, really. If you go to a guy and he's like, I don't like the way you're doing this, what does he hear in his mind? He doesn't hear, I don't like the way you're doing that.
You're shit. You're terrible.
Yeah, he just hears much harsher. Yeah, oh, so you're a piece of shit who doesn't deserve anything. Yeah, it's way worse. Tackle it with curiosity type questions, much more effective. I'd say it's probably the same for girls.
I think it would probably approach it in a question-like way, so they're coming to almost a conclusion. So you're nurturing their thought pattern together.
I think if a guy's talking to a girl, he can be a little bit more direct, but still, you want to make sure still at the end, regardless, that they feel pretty good about the conversation.
Yeah. In every conversation that you have with your partner, you need to have one goal in mind by the end. How do I want this person to feel when I'm done talking to them? Do you want them to feel criticized? Do you want them to feel like they're the worst person in the world? Do you want them to feel like they can improve and they can change and they can make a difference? Like, how do you want the person to feel once you have completed a conversation with them?
Don't be so egotistical with your communication. Take on what Mrs. Maddock just said. Don't be so egotistical. A lot of women say, well, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do that. Well, enjoy failure because it's coming fast. Stop being so egotistical and inwardly focused. Shut up. Do what she said. It's effective.
because it also goes, well, how do I want to feel after this conversation? And then if you start thinking that as well, you're not going to approach it aggressive.
There's two options I see for women these days. They can be really good with relationships and interpersonal relationships and be really good in that space. Or you can be hyper independent and not rely on anyone and be a bitch and be by yourself. Two. Life's a lot better, obviously, with relationships. That's all that matters. You've got to be good with interpersonal relationships. It's too hard. Life is too hard if everyone hates you. It's too hard. You got to be good at it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. I encourage you to write in the comments your thoughts about attachment styles and communication and all that sort of great stuff. Put in the comments, tell me what you think. Put in any questions as well. And if you haven't been able to find your ideal partner or person that makes you feel really great in relationships, feel free to book in a free call with me. I'm here to help. It's a free one-on-one call. Go to mattercoach.com, put your details in. I'll give you a call. We'll have a chat.